Hey guys, well, this video is going to be how to take your trigger out of your AK-47. Jake's going to be showing this. I don't have Jake here for this portion because we actually pre-recorded this and somehow this part of the file got fucked up or deleted, or I can't find it. I don't know where the hell it is. So I'm just re-recording this really fast. Gonna edit in there. This will be Jake showing you everything.
Okay,
Thanks
so we're going to
watching.
be taking the trigger out and then putting it back in. Go ahead and put it on. It's safe. Just break it down real quick. Release the trigger. Okay. The first thing we're going to be dealing with is the two tension springs on each side. I just use this little computer tool to grab them because it's easy. Keep an eye on them. They will spring back once you get them behind the hammer, and they are extremely painful. Something good to have is either a rubber band, a zip tie. I have a little bread tie here that you can wrap around the hammer and just hold these things back so you don't have to worry about them. Okay, next thing we'll do is remove the safety. Just bring it up like you're bringing it to safe. Come all the way up and just wiggle a little bit. It pops right out. Okay, now that the safety lever's out, the shepherd's hook should have no tension on it. We're just going to go ahead and grab it, pull it out of there. There we go. Okay, and next we're gonna, there's two pins on the side as you can see. This one's for the hammer, this one's for the trigger. And we're going to take the one out for the trigger real fast. There we go. And the trigger just comes right out. Here it is. Okay. And then the hammer pin next. Alright. And just go ahead and pull the hammer out. Just pull it to the rear, turn it sideways, comes right out. Okay, and as you can see, if you're going to be replacing the hammer, just kind of take a look at the way the spring goes around it. It should be, the tension should be going towards the rear of the gun, so just keep that in mind. Most people, whenever they put it back together, they get rid of the shepherd's hook entirely, and there are several other options that that aren't the shepherd's hook. I'm going to put it back together with the shepherd's hook, so I'll show you outside of the gun what it should look like, and so if you're going to do that, it should help you. Basically, if this was going to be the inside of your gun, the shepherd's hook should, as you can see on the pins, there's little rivets or grooves, and the shepherd's hook sits on top of this one and comes up under this one, and then of course this goes through the safety. So just kind of keep that in mind. And it is, I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get back on. It gets easier as you do it, but until you've done it a couple times, it's expected to take a few minutes to get it back in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put it back together now. So this goes in the same way you got it out. That's backwards. Okay, it's going to be hard for you to see what to do here, but it's just like putting in any pin on any gun. You're just going to line it up and put it in the hole. It's, like I said, it's the same as every gun. It's nothing special here. Okay. And what I do right now is I go ahead and set the shepherd's hook in. It goes on this left side here, kind of get it in the groove, and just lay it against this wall, and then just kind of tilt the gun to the left from here on out. Next is going to be the trigger. Just go ahead and set it down in there. Don't really worry about lining up too great because the pin only goes in one way, so just get it in there and then line it up with the pin. Perfect. And get your shepherd's hook in place. And there's the groove that it sits in, right there. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and put the safety selector back in. At this point you need to pull the shepherd's hook up, get it in position, and you just want to get it as close to the hole that the safety selector goes into as possible and get the safety in and on the shepherd's hook. That's more important than lining it up with the hole. You can do that afterwards. So after you've got it on there, just kind of wiggle it into place and it just falls in right like that. It's you just got to play with it until it goes into its spot. There's no real way around it. Pull the trigger forward, set the safety all the way down, and undo your tension springs. And be careful or they will bite. They just fall right back down like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Just make sure it functions. Alright, that's it.